Hey guys, I want to give a quick shout out to the sponsor of the channels, Dueling Guard, Sleeve Chief, and Imperium Duelist. Check them out in the description box down below and use code SAKO for discounts on all of them. Hey guys, Lucas Sako here today. I wanted to show off some of the updated combos for the Mitsurugi Ryzeal deck post Alliance Insight. These combos are all on the spreadsheet if you want to go ahead and check out the spreadsheet. It's down below in the description. Just check out the video. It'll walk you through the steps of you getting it. I did want to go over something really fast. The people have been messaging me, telling me that they did not get the spreadsheet. Please go check your Google Sheets first. For some reason, there's like a setting on your Google account that makes it where you don't receive emails when like things are shared with you. So maybe over there, go ahead and check before you send me an email. Save yourself some time there. Go ahead and hop in straight into the video. This is going to be 1x Ryzeal, and the board that it makes is absolutely phenomenal. We're going to go ahead and start off special summon X Ryzeal here, sending a Twins of the Eclipse from our extract to the graveyard. We're going to search for a sword, special summon sword here, and then we can use the effective sword to go ahead and add an Ice Ryzeal. From there, we're going to go ahead and overlay our monsters, make a King of the Feral Imps, the guy from the thumbnail of this video. We're going to go ahead and detach, search for a Habakiri, and then we're going to use the effective Habakiri. We're going to go ahead and special summon a Saji from our deck, tributing off that King of the Feral Imps. We don't need him anymore. Throw him in the graveyard. Then we're going to use the effective Saji. That is going to get us access to our ritual spell. We're going to activate the ritual spell, summon the Habakiri from our hand, tributing off a Kusanagi and a Night Sword Serpent. And then we're going to use both of their effects here to go ahead and extend us a little bit further. I wanted to touch on something really quickly. Night Sword Serpent and Kusanagi. These are quote-unquote bricks in your deck. A lot of people are trying to play the deck without these, and honestly, I've tested a lot. I've looked at all the other options here. There's like rank 8s that you can make instead that bridges you into the Ryzeal engine. There is like other options that just don't play Night Sword Serpent, and when you draw certain cards, you just don't bridge into your Ryzeal at all. Or when you do bridge, it loses to a single hand trap like a Nib or a Droll. And honestly, it's just worth playing the Night Sword Serpent. I know it's a brick. He looks ugly. You don't want to draw him, but he's not the worst, right? And we're just going to have to get past the fact that if we're going to play the deck that has the highest ceiling in the format, which I really do believe is Mitsurugi, this deck is absolutely incredible, going first and second. You're just going to have to play with him. You can side him out when you're going second, but your turn one combo to play through the hand traps that you need to play through, he's really important. So we're going to go ahead and summon him out here, and then the Kusanagi adds back our ritual. We're going to go ahead and overlay now, make a duo drive, and we're going to use the effect of duo drive. We're going to go ahead and attach our X Ryzeal from our graveyard to our guy. We're going to use the duo drive now. Go ahead and detach to search for a cross and for a node Ryzeal. I did want to say you should put this duo drive up in the EMZ here. He's going to be in the way if we don't. Other thing that I want to say here, if they nib you on the duo drive effect, you actually extend a little bit further because you're going to get Habakiri's effect as well because he was tributed to go ahead and extend. It's another cool aspect that the like Mitsurugi engine provides when playing through nib. Other random bonus thing to talk about here. With Habakiri, it has an effect that just says monsters your opponent controls lose 800 attack. That's going to be really important because paired with duo drive, your opponent's stuff's going to be like minus 1,000 just all the time. Their stuff's going to be super weak. It's going to matter a lot, especially when you have an IP Masquerena, right? So like your IP, usually what they do is they go battle phase, they punch your IP, and you just have to deal with it. You either accept the fact that you're going to live and they're going to attack your IP, or you're going to have to activate that IP in main phase 1. I think that a lot of people are going to go into the battle phase not realizing that their guys are minus attack. They're going to try to attack IP, and you just automatically win the game because of things like that. So that is super important for you to keep in mind with this. It also has some neat interactions with Ragna Zero. Since you do have the access to a lot of rank 4s, you can put that on your board, use the pop and draw from it, just because you have a Habakiri on your field. You don't even have to keep that duo drive around in order to get that value. From here, we're going to go ahead and activate the cross, make sure we don't get nibbed any further, and then we're going to activate Mitsurugi Ritual. Tribute off our Habakiri, summon out our Murakumo, and then from there we're going to get the Habakiri. It's going to summon ourselves back and add our prayers from our deck to our hand. From here, we're just going to look at making as strong of a board as possible. We're going to activate prayers, add ourselves an Aramasa, and then we are going to go ahead and special summon it as well. We're going to get 2 triggers here. We're going to get the Murakumo as well as the Aramasa. We're going to add a Habakiri as well as special summon back the Murakumo and add a prayers again. Basically, we just got a free level 4 body and a random ritual monster in our hand just by activating the prayers that we just searched. It's worth doing, absolutely. It plays into a Bistro a little bit, but you also have like cross negate, so it could be worse, We're going to go ahead and normalize, use the effect to special summon out the X Ryzeal from our deck, and then we can go ahead and overlay our Amasa, overlay the X Ryzeal, make a Gallant Granite, search for Nibiru. This is what I think is honestly the strongest rank 4 you can make, strongest utility card. Some people are going for Dugaris, some people are going for like the Ragna Zero, like I talked about. I think that Gallant Granite is the best because it has the best synergy with the Mitsurugi cards. It also plays around Dark Roar the best. That's a card that a lot of pro players are citing right now, trying to out this Mitsurugi board because the board is so powerful. Even into the Malice board, activating Dark Roar is still very good. It's trading with like the allied code as well as the firewall that's just sitting there. Sometimes there's even an IP on the board, so dark ruling all that's really important. But to be honest with you, I think that Gallant Granite like adds some layer to your field by putting the nib in your hand. From there, we're going to go ahead and special off the node Ryzeal. We're going to use the effect to send this Gallant Granite. We don't need him anymore. Special and X Ryzeal. And then from there, we're going to overlay all of our guys, make a detonator, and then detonator is going to go ahead and attach that twins that we sent at the start of our turn. We're going to go ahead and cross now. Cross is going to put back 2 of our guys, and we're going to draw into infinite impermanence. And this is going to be our board, right? We have a duo drive with a cross, so that's going to be a negate there. That's going to get us value. We've got detonator with 4 pops and a twins on it. So I mean, it could honestly be like 6 pops with this detonator. It's going to be insane, you know. Another thing that I want to go over here with the nib here is that when you nib, it's also going to tribute this detonator here, so you don't really have to worry about like detonator popping itself a lot of the time. What you can do is if you time things right, once you use your detonator, you get it down to 1 material. You can go detonator effect, detach the twins to pop something, and then chain the nib to actually put the detonator in the graveyard. And then when that twins actually triggers, it's going to have the detonator there. So we're going to get all 4 pops off the detonator if you are able to time things correctly. Not something you're always able to do, but it is something that you should keep in mind. As well as like if they do dark ruler you, having this detonator here when you nib them and you tribute off this this detonator, the eclipse is gonna trigger there. So you're gonna get even more bodies, even more disruptions once this nib resolves. And then we're gonna have the Murakumo hand rip. We're gonna have prayers to tribute off the Murakumo, summon it right back and wipe their field. This is almost an unbeatable board. That's just with X Ryzeal, and that's not even our best starter. Let's go ahead and hop into the next one. In this combo, I'm going to show you what happens if you open Habakiri, and we're trying to play through a hand trap here. This is playing through Infinite Impermanence, and this just shows how strong these Mitsurugi cards really are when going first. We're going to go ahead and activate the Habakiri, summon Saji, tribute it, and then we're going to use the effect of Saji to go ahead and add Mitsurugi Ritual. We're going to slam it, summon our Habakiri from our hand, tributing off the Night Sword Serpent, as well as the, what is his name? Kusanagi, that guy. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and tribute him off. From there, we're going to activate both their effects. We're going to summon out Night Sword. We're going to add the Ritual back to our hand. Then we're going to activate Ritual, tribute the Habakiri again, summon our Murakumo. And we're going to get the effect of the Habakiri here to go ahead and special itself back out and add our prayers. We're going to go ahead and activate prayers, tribute off the Murakumo to add our Aramasa, and then special summon the Kusanagi from our graveyard here. Leaves this Aramasa in our hand. Kind of does follow-up, just the ability to get more bodies when we need it next turn. Then we're going to use the Murakumo here, special summon himself out, and add our prayers from our deck to our hand. We're going to go ahead and overlay here. We are going to go ahead and make a duo drive, trying to access our other engine, and we're going to use the effect. This is where they're going to imperm us, right? They're going to try to stop us from accelerating into our Ryzeal plays. And the best thing about that is that we're going to go ahead and use the effect of Murakumo here, and we're going to rip their hand. If they don't discard, we're going to full combo them, right? So they're down to 3 cards in hand, and they've only used 1 hand trap. That's amazing for us. And the fact that we can still get to a really strong board from here is phenomenal. We're going to go ahead and normal off that Aramasa. We're going to get the effect to search for a random piece of follow-up. It is follow-up because you're going to go Prayers Tribute this a lot of the time. So you're going to get like the effect of Habakiri to search. So that's how it's follow-up, even though we've already used the once per duel effect on it. From there, after they've impermed us, we're going to go ahead and link off our 2 guys. We're going to make an IP Masquerena. And then we're going to link off the other 2 guys. We're going to make a Dynamundo. And then we're going to set this prayers and pass. Forgot to set the prayers here, but this is going to be the end board. This is a lot of layers, and people don't even realize it. You've got the Dynamundo here, which is going to tag out into the Murakumo. It's going to go ahead and destroy their field. So we've got, once again, they start off with 3 cards. They're going to get 4 because they're going to draw for turn. We're going to wipe their field. That field wipe is going to at least take 1 card away from, you know. We're going to have IP as well. We're going to go IP into SP. SP is going to banish their stuff, right? And then SP is going to banish their stuff again. So that's another 2 disruptions. They only have like 1 card left, and you're going to have the Murakumo negate for their turn too. And so whenever they play their last card, you're going to Murakumo negate it. They're going to have nothing to discard. They will not be able to discard in order to get that. And that's why I think that this board is really, really strong, honestly. That's assuming that all of the cards they had were playable cards, you know. And we were able to stop them. There, we had a disruption for every card they had. And this is through an imperm on our 1-card combo. It is phenomenal. I want to show you one other combo here, and then we're going to look at a deck list. For this combo, all you really need is Ice Ryzeal, and then either Prayers or Habakiri. Both of them are going to do the exact same thing here. It doesn't matter which one you open. If you open Prayers, which is what I'm showing you here, you just basically use that in the draw phase. You're going to search for Habakiri. And the reason you're doing this in the draw phase is to play around Droll, right? This is going to be a combo through Droll. A lot of people are comparing Droll to like the Lancia for this deck, and they think it just automatically FTKs this deck, makes this deck unplayable, and that's just not the case. This board is insane through Droll, and I'll just show you how. So go ahead, draw phase, add Habakiri. If you have Habakiri, you just pretend you're doing the combo from here on out. We're going to go main phase, activate Habakiri, special summon the Saji from our deck, contribute them right off. Saji is now going to activate and add our Ritual. this is going to be the first ad that we have outside of the draw phase. This is the first opportunity they have to draw, so that's when they're going to do it. We're going to now activate the Mitsurugi Ritual, summon the Habakiri from our hand, and then tribute off a Serpent and a Kusanagi from our deck. We're going to trigger both their effects. Night Sword Serpent is going to go ahead and summon out, and we're going to put that ritual back in our hand, which we're now going to activate, like, immediately. We're going to tribute our Habakiri, summon our Murakumo, and then from there, all we do is we normal summon Ice Ryzeal. We're going to Ice Effect here, and we're going to summon something that most people aren't expecting. We're actually going to summon Node. And then from here, we're going to link away our Night Sword Serpent, our Ice Ryzeal. We are going to make IP Masquerena. And then we're going to use Node. You can send any card from your hand here. It's worth doing because you get to so much more. You go ahead, send an Infinite Impermanence or anything from your hand, really. Summon back the Ice Ryzeal. Then you're going to go ahead and overlay those guys. Make a Detonator. Detonator is then going to attach the Night Sword Serpent from your graveyard. It's the only thing that you're not really going to ever need from here again. So go ahead and put them underneath your Detonator. And from here, this is going to be our inboard. This doesn't look like a lot, but it really is. During your opponent's turn, they're going to have 5 cards, right? Because they discarded 1 for Droll. You have Murakumo, which is going to rip one of them automatically. This IP here actually doesn't just go into SP. That's the thing that we've been set on. We've been doing that for a really long time. This IP here is actually going to go into Dynamundo. You're going to go Dynamundo effect. You're going to be able to shuffle a card that they have back into their deck by returning this Habakiri to yours. So we're going to shuffle that right away. At any point throughout the turn, you're still going to have Dynamundo's effect. You contribute them, summon Murakumo, wipe their whole field, right? So we've got a hand rip. We've got a shuffle back into their deck. We've got a field destroy. And we still have our Detonator with 3 pops on it, right? They only have 5 cards. They're not playing through that, right? And that assumes that you have no other disruptions, right? This deck plays a lot of non-engine, and I'll really show you guys that because we're going to look at the deck list next. So this is the deck list here. I want to go over one thing really fast. This is just the sheer amount of non-engine this deck plays. It's on 17 non-engine here. 15 of them are hand traps. 2 of them are broken limited cards that for some reason are still legal in the TCG format, called by talents. That's pretty much it. The deck doesn't have really anything special to it. I did want to go over some of these question marks down here. These cards are all on the spreadsheet. These are cards that you'll have access to. They're going to be on the deck list on the spreadsheet. So go over there. It'll be on that. If you want the spreadsheet, check it out in the description box down below. Whether you buy the spreadsheet, though, or you don't, I still wanted to say I appreciate you guys. You guys do a lot for me. You guys show me a lot of support, and I appreciate everything that you guys do for me. If you guys wouldn't mind commenting, and subscribing, I would really appreciate it, and I hope you guys have an absolutely fantastic day.